Hello Marcus, my name's Karen, and let me tell you a story of what happened when I followed my highest joy, hardness. Freaking... They told me to ride bike, you know, get that exercise, heart pumping, deep breathing in, and like bikes are fun, so I liked how they suggested that. And I've been lazy with it, but highest joy, like, oh, I want to go outside and ride bikes now. So I do that with my mom and my sister, and we just take random street paths, whatever. Like, I was highest joying, you know, like playing chicken too, like they got scared when I went towards them. They're fun. But yeah. So I went down streets that like I never been on before that looked cool, and I'm like, ooh, I wanna go on this one. And they followed me, and we ended up freaking finding a cactus with prickly pears on it. And I was like, oh my god, and I immediately thought of your video that I watched, and I was like, I still have to make juice with this. We freaking like rode home, and like my mom's like, okay, we'll get the car, and like we drove back over there and like got the knife and metal tong and like like what you did. I was so impressed when you did that, but that freaking works better than the sawing thing. But yeah, funny thing. First experience with a cactus, I don't have a Vitamix or Blendtec, you know, I have a cheap blender, so like I knew that my blender wouldn't be able to handle those needles, so I started like cutting them off, and I freaking forgot about the fire part where you could burn the little ones off. And I looked it up after when I had the feeling to like, oh, I should look it up like when I got poked, and when my mom got poked, I'm like, Mom, stop, get the glove. And she got, but she got the glove, and yeah, I was like, I should have checked, but I was too lazy to go upstairs. I learned though, got tweezers and pulled them out, and guess what? I made your recipe, that saran wrap on top. I put it in the fridge and it got cold, and it's so freaking good. I used the aloe vera and wait. Damn! Okay, this stuff's good. Thank you for sharing your recipe. I have an aloe vera plant, like only one, but it's growing babies now. But yeah, I freaking like, I want to try with aloe vera too, just like him. And I went, there's like an orange grove free for my neighborhood, and I went and picked some on my bike, so put those in too. That's good. But I added spirulina, MSM, and neem powder, and cinnamon. That stuff's delicious. Oh, this stuff on my face, not toxic. I'm all about organic, raw, vegan stuff, plant foods. Good stuff. Detox. What was I saying? Guess what this is? I want to let you guess. It's spirulina and raspberry. It's so crazy. I like the whole tribal thing. What else? I love your prosperity secret video, and I'm planning on buying the DVD. I'm probably reading your book. I haven't yet, but totally like, I feel this guy, like. And I also watched an interview of you. I'm gonna link those two. 1, 2, Yeah, they're amazing, you guys. Totally feeling this guy. He's all into this stuff, like, all into helping Earth, and freaking thank you, Markus. Like, you, like 40 days in the desert, really? I believe it. That's a crazy experience. Like, I had some of my own too, you know, but you're not in a desert naked. That's pretty legit. Cool. Must have been hard, but depends on how you perceive it. I mean, good lessons. Like, I went through psychosis, and that was pretty crazy. In a 3-week water fast. And that's how I met my spirit guide. Like, an external voice. He was like, I love you. I was like, oh, thanks. Who are you? I love you too, by the way. I said that. He was like, John. That's his name. He's cool. And before that, my friend's mom, she did a Reiki healing on me, and she said she kept hearing the words John, like, come to her, and I had a feeling like, I had a feeling that it wasn't my brother John, but it was like a spirit guide. He gave me she gave him, funny. Okay, another name that she heard was Henry, and that was his other name, so it made it more believable that I don't think it's my brother. Yeah. He said he had many names, and I asked him that later in a lucid dream that I had. Crazy. I freaking love him. I'm gonna write a book about all that. I'll link my experience below. Like, I wrote about it already, but yeah. I'm gonna write a book about a lot of stuff. A lot of lessons, you know, Markus. Are you a volunteer soul too? I would love to meet you. And thank you so much for, like, all that you've done. Like, I know you're totally big help. Oh, I freaking feel you, dude. Yeah. Like, earlier when I was thinking about it, when I was painting my face, like, he's probably been through a lot, and I got tears in my eyes. Like, yeah. It would be like an honor to meet you, and like, keep posting good stuff. Highest joy. I learned a lot from you. Oh yeah, I tried your cracker recipe too. Those are pretty good too. And that cheese stuff. Anyways. Yeah. Shadow lessons. Blah blah blah. Gold healing. Perception. Not judging. Twin flames. Not needing. Manifestation. Self-love. Just love. Just be. Deep breathe. Crazy. Oh, I never did your natal chart before. Maybe it's online somewhere, or you could, like, respond. Highest joy, I would love to hear from you, but yeah. You're probably busy. Do whatever you want, you know. Highest joy. I would love to meet you still. Yeah. Oh, I'm super Capricorn. Yeah. It's like 7 out of 11 planets, counting the sun and the moon, and I made a video about it. it goes over like the lessons. Like I used to let that limit me with like spontaneous, and had to learn about like releasing suppressed stuff and expressing, and freaking solar return is so crazy. Like I'm Leo rising and moon now, and that totally helped me with expressing and hearting and self-confidence. That was a lesson for this year. I have Pisces rising too. I used to be really quiet and like I used to be afraid of like taking water and like making noises, like little things. Being in fear. Fear sucks. Couldn't help myself to drink this. So yeah. I'm 18 and you're 50, and I love your how you prove that you're 50 and wearing all those different hats and inner childness. You know how to have fun, don't you? That's awesome. That's it. So my spirit guide. They told me to buy a lot, a huge lot, and then later they said like something about a farm. They gave me a visual with that, and that was in psychosis. And yeah, then they took it back. They're like, oh no, you're not. I was like, what? And I had to learn all these different lessons, and then they bring it up again, and I'm like, it could be anything, and it makes sense. See, they brought up like winning the lotto. I forgot to bring that part up. Totally open for that, not limiting that, not needing that, letting the universe provide, manifesting the best perfect time. I know the universe got my back, and I want to use the money to help. You know, I want to build houses for my soul group or family, you know, to live on, and I want to offer it to them for free. And like solar power, all that good stuff. And it sounds like a resort. Like I planned it. I'm really Capricorn, so like I want to provide, and it's a pretty cool role. I like that. I want to give so much. Like I freaking love giving presents. Like freaking gonna grow a bunch of organic fruits, vegetables, blah blah blah. I wrote David Wolf about it. I don't know if he's got it in the email yet. But yeah, do you know him? He's pretty cool too. That's it. But yeah, I want to hold like conferences there, you know, because I wanted to build a stage thing for like musicians or like dancing, self-expression. Like my relatives, they're Hawaiian, and they're big on like heritage and like family get-togethers. They would like hula and like all that, and like that layback there they made for me. And why they suggested like why not throw in like a gift shop, you know? Like my aunts like love making stuff like that, and so does some of my friends that I've noticed, you know, bracelets, all that, and the kids could join in and it's fun. Like I want to provide like ways to have fun, and like the conferences like also teach, you know, give opportunities like to teach about all these different good things, especially this food stuff. But Yeah. That's it. Whatever they want to do, I'm not gonna force them. But I want to give them the opportunity, you know, like if they want, like, all that, you know. It's all good, whatever. The universe has got my back, no limits. Like, don't like those fears, though. Language borders. Crazy. Yeah. Pretty good introduction video, I think. Oh my gosh, I want to meet you, dude. You're pretty, like, awesome. Like, your like, prosperity secret video, like, that one's, like, one of my favorite. Oh, and I linked you in a previous video that I made, like, here. To your YouTube channel. And, yeah, it's towards the end. And it's a little long. Talking about, like, you know, healthy stuff. Blah, blah, blah. It's all good. Following the heart, dude. Truly blessed. And your Facebook shares, like, well, yeah, I shared, like, some of your statuses. They're pretty, like, legit, and, like, fuck, you have to know, dude. It's like, I want to say it's obvious, but yeah, no automatic assumptions. But I've heard you mention manifestation before, and yeah, it's obvious, isn't it? You're cool. Well, yeah. Pleasure making this video, you know, talking to you. I love you. Keep doing what you do. I know you do what your heart do. But yeah. Oh, conference-wise, I would love to have you as a guest speaker and, like, VIP listed. Like, you could come for free. Yeah! 'Cause you're awesome. Yeah. Just keep learning, just keep progressing. Learning's constant, that's great. There's hard stuff, but it's great. And I know you could, like, you know. Oh, and I'm probably also gonna get into channeling. Ha! Do you channel? Would be interesting. You into twin flames at all? You know, soul name, past life stuff I've gotten. Pieces, puzzle pieces. Whew. See, I only thought I had one Earth life, and I didn't just have one. I limited it, but I was like, holy crap. Well, I do like this human anatomy stuff. Something, maybe more about that, I don't know yet. Got alien ones too. But yeah. Feel pretty good with this clothes now. Thank you. Thank you for everything, and like, bye now.